Hi, I'm Bernard Nomberg with the Nomberg Law Firm in Birmingham, Alabama. When a client of ours is undergoing medical care in a workers' compensation case, they typically are going to be off of work until the doctor puts them at maximum medical improvement. Well, during that time period, several questions usually arise concerning the employment of the injured worker. And in part of that is who pays the health care premiums that are due each month in those scenarios where there's health care insurance offered to the employee. What happens to the 401k, pension, and any other benefits that a person has with their employment? Well, if they're still employed with the company during this time period, they're still eligible for all of those things in most instances. However, one of the surprising things sometimes that comes up is who owes the health care premiums for the health insurance. Well, it depends on the situation that's agreed upon between the employee and the employer at the time of the hiring. If the employee is paying a portion of the premiums or all of the premiums, then that employee, even though they're not working any longer, they're probably not earning any income from work, but rather receiving work comp benefits, they're still going to be responsible for paying those premiums. That creates a big stress sometimes, but that's the reality of the injured worker who's out of work. If they want to keep health care insurance, they still have to pay those premiums if that's what the situation was beforehand. On the other hand, if the employer was paying for all of the premiums, that's going to be typically an agreement between the two parties, or maybe the employer is making a decision whether to keep that employee. Every fact scenario is different. Every situation is different. So please don't assume what I'm telling you here is your scenario. I'm just giving you in general terms what typically happens. And the same can be said for 401k, the pension, and those types of even long-term, short-term disability plans. If you were paying those premiums, you still have to pay them to keep it in place. Now, when dealing with the 401k, pension, etc., that's typically administered by a third party. Whatever those contract rights, rules, and regulations say, that'll govern how that's supposed to be handled. A lot of times, injured workers are in a pinch for money and they want to dip into their 401k. I don't know offhand during my representation of the injured worker whether they're eligible for any of that money. You'll have to inquire directly with the administrator of that plan. There are other scenarios that also come up like this that injured workers, our clients, have questions about. If you've got this scenario, if you've got these questions, just give us a call. We'll find the answers for you and with you and talk about it, what your best options may be. Don't let more stress compound by not knowing those answers. Let us help you find those answers. 205-930-6900 is our office number. Nomberglaw.com is our website. If you like this video, please consider giving us a thumbs up and a good comment or two. If you didn't care for it, we certainly understand. We'd like to hear from you about that. Subscribing to this YouTube channel will ensure that you get future videos as they come out. We can also be found on other places on social media, such as Facebook and Twitter.